please like and subscribe.
Hello, collective. Welcome to your reading. Alrighty, collective. This is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So you're not going to resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. Whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. Alright. Collective, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. Alright. Creator, Holy Spirit of the Most High, Great Mystery, ancestors, grandmothers, grandfathers of the highest realms, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High and the guidance of the Most High for the collective. Thank you for the highest good and for the collective. I hope you are all safe and well wherever you are in the world. Yeah, we had one hell of a storm out here today. It was windy and rainy and totally miserable outside. Yeah. Is that season? Oops. What are the messages, Creator, for the collective? What does the collective need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? Okay, this is going to be a 3-card spread, past, present, and future. Okay, what's on the bottom of the, oh God. Do I do this reading? The 10 of Swords. Let's just go through with it. That's the energies that are right now. I gotta honor this. This is the message that needs to come out or needs to be heard. The great way is not difficult for he or she who has no preferences. So get over it, Joanne, and just do the reading. Okay. Okay, so in the recent past, we have the 8 of Wands in reverse. There we go. In the current energies, we have strength, the 8th major arcana, major secret, and in the future we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Another, okay, thank you. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this reading. It was like, this is awful. I don't want to bring the viewers good news, not just like, I don't want to be pounding the shit out of my viewers, okay? You know, karmically or tarotly or whatever. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is in the recent past, the 8 of Wands in reverse, somebody tried to stop you. Somebody, they're not showing themselves here to me, but the first storyline I got here was yours, and it was horrific. It's horrific, okay? Somebody tried to stop you. This is true in both of the timelines, both of the storylines, yours and theirs, okay? So somebody tried to stop you. could be dealing with the Leo energy, or it could be Leo that you were dealing with, or you're the Leo, or this is just Leo energy overall, like generally. But somebody saw the strength that you had. They couldn't stop you. They wanted to stop you. They couldn't stop you. And in the future, you are defeated, unrecognized, with no public. And I feel like that's one timeline that's already happened. And the bottom of the deck of the gold cards is the Ten of Swords. Okay. Oh God, I'm starting to shake. This is a channel. This is a channel. This is a karmic reading. This is karmic. The universe is dishing out karma right now. Okay. Let me be a clear channel, creator of truth and grace, but truth. No sugarcoating here today. Okay. So there was a Ten of Swords here. Oh my gosh. Leo energy was tipped on its head. Some sort of illumination, some sort of contract. Something was horrific. It was some sort of a, oh, this makes me want to cry. Some sort of tower moment here. It tipped out somebody's resources. Inner resources were tipped out. Their experiences, the culmination of your experiences. It's like a dark night of the soul. It's like a dark night of the soul. It makes me want to cry. Somebody was hostile. Either you were hostile or somebody else was hostile towards you. Okay. Okay. This is going to be an interesting reading. I've never done a reading quite like this before. Okay. Okay, creator, you're in the driver's seat. Let's go. This is interesting. What is the Eight of Wands in reverse, creator? Please tell us, what is this? What is this all about? What happened? Oh, okay. Oof. Intense energy. God, I just want to cry right now. I just have this, just a deep feeling of anxiety, angst, betrayal, woe, overwhelming, overwhelming feelings of something happened that really wasn't fair. It really wasn't fair. Okay, so with this Eight of Wands in reverse, somebody was panicking. I don't get this as your energy, but I'm getting they were panicking about you and they wanted to stop you in some way. They were experiencing a Nine of Swords, but yes, they were experiencing a Nine of Swords because of you. Maybe this person was really jealous of you. Couldn't sleep about you. They were up all night. There's blood on the swords. I don't know if you can ever see that with these cards. But there's blood on the swords. Where's the camera? There it is. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, there's blood on the swords. The Empress. They wanted to stop you because you are powerful. I don't think you were aware of your power. I think that this Nine of Swords was also yours too. I feel like you were surrounded by people who didn't see you. God, I just have this sense of great sadness. You were surrounded by people who didn't see you. I don't think you saw you either though. But you knew you carried Empress energy within you. You knew you were someone. It's like, help me say this, creator. It's like a goddess trying to awaken. That's what I feel, as a goddess trying to awaken from a sleep, from a spell. Oh okay. Oh. Because you are a light worker. You are a light worker, and you know this, you knew this your whole life. You've always known it. It's always been a part of you. But for some reason, somebody had stopped you from seeing this. Okay, I feel like you were surrounded by people that were involved in witchcraft, and somebody had done a reading on you when you were little, found out how powerful you are. Maybe it scared them. I think this is like a mother or a stepmother or an aunt or somebody in your life that maybe raised you or helped raise you, had kind of had a sense about you, and they wanted to stop you. They knew you were a powerful being. Queens rule a country, okay? Empresses rule countries. So you have a sense of an inner expansion of territory. You lived in a big territory when you were a little child. Sorry. You are a light worker because you know the dark. You know the dark. You're not a light chaser. Let me make that clear. You are not a light chaser. Light chasers can't grasp into the light because they're running from their own shadow, and the light will continue to always evade them because the light and the dark are combined. You can't have one without the other. If you evade the darkness, your own light will then evade you. That's how it is. You'll have illusions of light, and that will sustain you until you can come into a place where you're ready to face yourself. But I feel, and that's who you were dealing with. Was somebody who couldn't face themselves. But I feel like you are somebody who was very strong. You had a relationship with Pluto your whole life, the Lord of the Underworld. Something had happened to you where you had a relationship. Maybe you had near-death experience when you were very little. Something, but you had a relationship with the underworld since you were very little. Oh, I was not expecting this energy to come out of this reading. What is on the bottom of the deck? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. You know, before this reading even started, I started shaking. And I had a message come in that I wrote down. I wasn't sure if I was going to say it. But now that what is unfolding into the reading and the kind of energy that is showing up, yes, I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm going to say it. But at the right time, the Creator will weave this in. I was just seeing this reading and I'm blown away. Okay, what is the Eight of... What is strength, the Creator? What is this strength? The 8th major arcana. This is 8, could be Scorpio energy, which is shamanic energy. The 8th house on the zodiacal wheel. Maybe a Scorpio sun, Leo moon. Maybe a Leo sun, Scorpio moon. Something interesting like that, but possibly, maybe, who knows, maybe not, maybe nothing, maybe none and neither. Okay, let's cut these cards. All right. geez. Okay. Oh, this gets me right on my belly. Okay, whatever happens currently, because this is about you. This is your storyline and somebody that is tied up to you. So currently you are aware, you know, you're in your strength now. Even in the past, when somebody saw your strength and saw who you are, you had your represented energy, then you have it now in the form of Leo energy. Oh my gosh. The current energies now, you are very aware that whoever you were dealing with, there was somebody you're dealing with who you knew was not telling you the truth. When somebody lies by omission, you know you're being lied to, you can't prove it, you can feel it, something's off, it's not right, it's not congruent, but yet they continuously make it about you. Oh no, it's how you're interpreting it, it's how you're interpreting it. And you're continuously double backing on yourself, chiseling away at your own understanding. This person had you tied up in you. You knew this person was lying. You knew they were lying to you. This is in the past, you were understanding, even though this is the current energies, this is your understanding now of the current energies, you're understanding your own history of your relationship with somebody else. And because of that, you yourself couldn't even be honest with yourself in some ways. You're in your strength now, but I feel like you went through one hell of a time getting here. Oh, there's the bridge between these two storylines. There's the karma. You went through one hell of a time getting here. Okay? But somebody is very manipulative, very dark. They saw, you were aware of this person. Okay, let's stick to the past timeline here. I don't want to confuse this. We're going to stick to the first timeline that I was saying. Somebody wanted to stop you. Okay, this person saw let's stick with them. This person saw your strength, knew who you were, and was deceiving you in whatever way that they could keep you away from what's true in you. I feel like when they had somebody do a reading on you or figured you out in some way, they saw their own mistakes. They didn't know how to change them, but they figured out a way. Oh, this is so weird. They figured out a way relative to you. And I feel like this person's much older than you, like much older than you. And they saw how powerful you were and are today. But back then, they didn't tell you the truth because they know how strong this is, the current energy. Like this is the past timeline. This is so weird, but just try to follow with me here. So the whole timeline here, this is all the past, okay? This is all the past, but it's still past, present, future of the past, okay? They figured out a way, because of who you are, how to maneuver that, how to get around that without strengthening these qualities within you. And because of that, they came into King of Cups energy. They were always able to manipulate you. They were always able to, yet they loved you. I feel like this person loved you very much, but in some way they were scared of you. They feared you in some way. They feared you. They also, at some point in their life, were the King of Cups of themselves. I feel like this person did their own independent work also. They had their own strength, their own ability to rein themselves in. But they had a dark side. This person had a dark side. And in your life, you were defeated. You were not seen. You were not recognized. You were defeated. You were even punished. I feel like you couldn't tell the truth because you didn't know how. You weren't taught about yourself. I feel like this person tried, oh God, it's just, they tried to give you the basics without, I'm hearing the word brujo. This is no disrespect to anybody, but I'm feeling like you were dealing with a level 1 shaman, somebody who was very manipulative. Most human beings are level 1 shamans and they don't even know it. You know, we all have the capacity to do black magic. What do you think gossip is? What do you think lying about somebody is? And you know, changing someone's life because of a lie. Even sending out emails or whatever, like Caroline May says, sending out emails that'll destroy somebody's career. You know, she's like, that's where we are now. We're in this total, you know. Anyway, okay. In your past, you were defeated. Okay, I just got the saying, he or she who cannot obey themselves will be commanded. Okay, so you were not, I feel like you didn't know how to respect yourself. You felt defeated and you didn't know why. What is this defeated? What's on the bottom of the deck here, Creator? Yes, this person built their life on a partial truth. On a partial truth, but they suppressed the whole truth and manipulated, navigated their way around that truth without opening it and releasing it. And I feel like that truth was about you. I feel like they were really actually scared of you. Whether this is a parent, a grandmother, an aunt, a neighbor, somebody who had some kind of not anybody can just cast you into a 10 of swords, okay? Well, I guess that's not true. That's not true, I guess. Things happen in life that can cast us into a 10 of swords. Things happen. Random things happen that are not personal sometimes, that can be horrific. So that's not true. What is the 6 of Wands, Creator? So yeah. Yeah, they were building their life. They were building themselves, their life, their reality on a half truth, but suppressed the rest of it. Yeah. Yeah. There was falsehood here. There was duplicity. It's not that they lived a double life, but there was 2 halves and only one of them was being shown and honored. Someone was not telling the truth. This is all off the bottom of the deck. They were afraid. They were afraid. They were afraid of what would happen if you knew who you are. Yes, you are a Queen of Wands, and you always were. Absolutely. Okay. But even though you felt defeated, Even though you felt defeated, you still planned on leaving home. You still held the world in your hand. I feel like this is in your youth. You still held the world in your hand. You were still ambitious. You still had hope. You were anchored by hope. But I feel like your will towards yourself was very weak because you weren't taught how to honor yourself in the best way, in the most optimal way, so that you could be your own powerful manifester. I think somebody benefited from you in some way and needed to keep you small. Needed to keep you small and keep your capacity to manifest very small. Okay? Because you were dealing with a narcissist. And your King of Wands energy. Okay, first of all, before we say that, that's the next timeline. This King of Wands belongs to you. This was your inability to be the magician. The magician and the King of Wands here represent the same energy. The King of Wands upright is the magician, is the big picture seer, is the overcomer, is the great leader, just like the magician. Who do you think Jesus Christ was? Or the whole symbol of Jesus Christ is the ultimate magician. Absolutely. The ultimate individual. Absolutely. So I feel like what I'm feeling here from the cards and from the energy and what the Creator is telling me is that even though you were scared and felt defeated and not seen and unrecognized and even punished by the people around you, even by the world around you, just for being you, this could have like multicultural aspects also to it, like two different cultures, some sort of racism or discrimination here. But even though you went through hell, you still had hope. You were trying to move away from these things. Okay? And I feel like the Creator honors your strength because, okay, what's on the bottom of the deck, first of all? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Creator, because I'm like, don't make me look like a fool. I'm not going to go into this and then have it all fall apart because the cards are all messed up. Thank you. Thank you. The Sun. You went forward even though all the odds were against you. You went forward. You still went forward. You worked hard. You had the world in your hands. Whatever you were doing, you were passing through a young High Priestess energy. I feel like you were at this point the High Priestess in the young, in the making. But you're weak. Your will to manifest for yourself was weak, and your capacity to see the big picture was confused. It was confused, and it wasn't. You didn't have all the information, so of course you're not going to be able to fulfill these energies. And these are big energies, magician energies and King of Wands energies. Those are big energies. Okay, so this is in your youth. Okay. The Ten of Swords is the card that is the overall energy of this reading, okay? Now we're going into the second timeline. This card is the axis of that timeline because you honored yourself. You honored yourself and became the individual. The red flag, the Creator saying, focus on the red flag, that symbols, and the child on the horse, the white horse. You purified yourself. Whatever happened here that held you in, oh my gosh, Whatever happened here that held you in these lower energies, that kept you from fulfilling the Magician energy and the King of Wands energy, you purified yourself. Even if it took you decades, you did it. You purified yourself from these energies. You did it. And the Creator's asking you to focus on this red flag. This is the mantle that you now, this is like a flag, your mantle, what covers you is your ancestry and your covenant with yourself. Your blood was shed also. We are all the Christ when it comes down to it. Okay, and you went through whatever you went through, you healed it through your covenant with yourself. He that cannot obey himself will be commanded. And you began to heal you and listen, listen, listen. To your heart. And you have a new contract, and the contract is you. This is the hinge that swings now into the new timeline. Okay, that's why I'm like, thank you, Creator. How does the new timeline start here? Boom, right here. It starts because of you. Whatever happened because of you, because of your commitment. And it's you weren't asking for this to happen. You were just trying to heal yourself. But because you healed yourself, now karma is going to land, and it is landing. Okay, so this Eight of Wands in reverse, yes, that stands. Your person saw how strong you are, but now they are in the Nine of Swords. Now they are in the Nine of Swords. Seeing you as the Empress energy that they always knew that you were, and the light worker now that you are. The light worker now that you are, because you know the darkness. You grew up in the darkness. You've got Badger medicine. Oh yes, okay, that's going to be part of the title of this message. And do not let me give the original message, Creator. How much time have we got here? Okay, good. You're a light worker because you know the darkness. You grew up in the darkness. So does a badger. Badgers grow up often in holes underneath the root systems of forests. That is symbolic. A root system of a forest is now being, how do you say that? Assimilated to the neurological network of a civilization, of humanity, of a community, a family, people. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, the incense. Whew. Yes. This Knight of Swords that is supporting this is that you survived. It's almost like somebody was suffocating you, smothering you, holding you down. But you were such a strong being embodied within the dark, that was your natural element anyway. You had some sort of power about you even as a child. That had you tuned into the subtle energies. You're very subtle, like you're very, very subtle. Because of this, okay, so the new timeline with this Knight of Swords is you have spoken the truth. You have gone in with the message in service of truth. Not just for you, but for the other people also, for anybody that may come after you, who knows? But I feel like whatever this is bigger than you, and you know it. But somehow you had to speak this. You had to say it, whatever it was. The Knight of Swords, you had a message of truth, and it was a sword. It was a sword. As I said, the Ten of Swords is the energy. Wait till I show you what's under that, but we won't go there yet. You told the truth. It is disconnection. You have disconnected because the truth. When you told the truth, a deceptive energy over your life fell apart. A spell that had been put under you as a child, that this person is now, you're aware that this person is ignorant, short-sighted. Whatever they did, they may have done to satisfy themselves in the short term, not knowing the ramifications of their actions long term. But you don't have to worry about that. You were dealing with somebody who was very merciless, very shifty in dealings, merciless. They're even saying like a spirit of cruelty. I'm feeling a spirit of cruelty. Yes, because of this new covenant, and you're telling the truth to these people, possibly. Maybe you've told your story and maybe you wrote a book about it, told something about it, but you have spoken it or released it from yourself. I feel like you had begun to receive public recognition and victory. The Six of Wands is victory, victory from the caterpillar into the butterfly. This is all on the bottom of the deck of the first row, okay? This is the past still. The past of the new timeline, okay? The new timeline. You're going into new lands, new adventure, new territory. Like I said, the Empress energy, she owns lands, vast lands, okay? New balance, and it is definitely the end of a cycle. Definitely the end of a cycle. Man, I could fucking keep going. This person has no more power over you. They are absolutely manipulative, deceptive, and all talk. You know it. They know you've come out of a 10 of Swords. They know you have new covenant with yourself. And I feel like they know justice is here because you've pulled this sword out of the stone. 8 of Swords in reverse. The sword in the stone. You've pulled the sword out of the stone because your heart was pure. Again, end of a cycle. The Creator says end it here. And you are walking away. You have walked away. You walked away. You're not are walking away. You walked away. You had developed, you went through hell in trying to establish this new covenant with the people that wanted to keep you stopped and didn't see you. You went through hell, but you did it anyway. You developed the Empress energy and your light worker energy, despite that all the odds were against you. Holy smoke. This person now, they see how strong you are because you are in your full strength. Is she closing the lion's mouth, or is she opening it? Only you can answer that. Releasing your wild, taming your wild. I feel like that's what this person kept from you, was your wild nature that was naturally you. And benefited. Somehow they had some sort of an advantage over you because of the information they kept from you, and that is fucking black magic. That pisses me off. So anyway, you're aware of this. They see you in they see you in your strength. You know now that you're dealing with this person. You know you are dealing with a liar. You are very aware that they were not true. You see your mistakes and how this person had power over you. You see now, you understand now, because of the energies you have developed in you. You look back toward the past. You understand, because you now are the King of Cups, and you did this on your own through this new covenant and going through these people. Whatever you did, you went forward despite all of the obstacles and odds that were stacked against you. You were one hell of a strong person. And now you are the King of Cups, balanced in your emotions, unfuckable with. Oh boy. Unfuckable with. And now it is you who is rebuilding your life. It is you who is establishing. You see the duplicity. You understand it. You see it. You took the swords off the field and found another way to resolve this for yourself without having there to be a bloody knockdown fight. You already went through the energy that had been conditioned within you from these people. When you put a new contract in, when you made a commitment to yourself, that's when you worked through that conditioning and stayed true to yourself no matter how long it took. See the gold background, the Seven of Swords? Yeah, you were dealing with deception, but you dealt with it. You dealt with it by yourself. You didn't need this person's fucking permission or their contribution to release you. You're a true magician. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. Yep. You faced your own fears of moving ahead. You've had to go through your own fears of moving ahead, leaving a sense of home, a sense of smallness, a sense of smallness. Look how small the world is in this person's hand. Your size of the world will correspond with your size of yourself. So that's why I call this young high priestess energy. And you faced your own fears of leaving home and becoming the Queen of Wands, the magician. Very determined, courageous. She is her own magician, like a high priestess, like a royal, of royalty, royal. Keepers of the way, like he says, like John Garrett says in the video Wayseer Manifesto, when he says, the high priestess, keepers of the way, are a form of ancient lineage of royal priesthood. And that's what the Queen of Wands is royal priesthood, or priestess, a royal priestess. I see why this person feared you. Releasing this energy, oh my gosh, you've been extremely busy, very, very busy, but this person cannot rest. This person cannot rest. Oh God. And what? Okay. They overspent their energy trying to sabotage or control their world instead of working on themselves. Understand that this physical domain is the last caboose on the train. If you want to change the world, there's 99 other subtle cars to go and change. And this will change. You don't have to rile up against this. You just need to go within here. Okay? So this person overspent their energy trying to control the world around them, which meant also trying to control you. Now they are overburdened. Now the creator was like, go back and continue on, you're not done. Now they're overburdened. Now they're exhausted and overstressed now, because they are caught in an energy, in a karmic cycle that they once had the advantage in. Can you hear what I'm saying? She who sets a trap will fall into it. That is a proverbial scripture. It's a universal law then, an axiom. They are no longer on the path of their heart. They were trying to keep you off of yours. Now they are eating that karma. These are the seeds they planted, and they thought that you would be eating them. Can you hear me? You are manifesting in your new balance. Oh, this person, this is this star in reverse. You know why? Because liars don't heal. Liars don't heal. Liars don't heal. But you did, because you went in. You're not scared to face yourself like this person is. Okay? You've gone in and you've created the space in your life and the time that you can go in. I don't feel this person can go in. I feel like they would rather do anything than go within. Yes, because they're not honest with themselves, and they weren't honest with you. They have hostility. Okay, and this is the last, and this is the end of the cycle. This is the end. They know it. They see it in you. They feel the magnetics of the relationship with you is shifted. You know it. You're free. You've taken flight. You are incredible. You are like a straight arrow that the creator aimed. He felt your heart and he aimed, and then he released. And you just whoop. Straight arrow. Straight arrow. God, I'm so moved when I see energy like this. It makes me want to cry with like absolute gratitude. There's people like you in the world. You know, your determination to love yourself and disconnect from people like this. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Creator, because you are out of the Ten of Swords and you have a relationship, as I said at the beginning of the reading, with the underworld. Because of the work you've done on yourself, you grew up in darkness. You grew up in the willful ignorance of somebody else. But that was determined by the Creator because you had to know the world. You were a natural healer. I feel like you are a natural healer. And natural healers are not effective healers if they do not have a relationship with their shadow, with the worst of themselves, because you will manipulate other people away from their shadows and you'll do damage. Well, you'll do damage until you don't, and everybody realize it'll work until it doesn't. You know, many light chasers stay light chasers until whatever. I don't know. I'm not a light chaser. I have no idea. I can't really speak on that because I'm not on that territory. But whatever happens, oh man, I could just keep going and going and going. Okay, we're going to stop there because I don't want to be here all night. Okay, the future energy for this person. Now, they are defeated. They will be punished publicly for what they did. What once they had an advantage in, no longer. Seasons turn And this karmic wheel has turned. As long as it took, as however many decades it took, and I don't feel that you and this person are the only people on this karmic wheel. I feel like this is a huge karmic wheel with probably half the planet on it, okay? I'm not even kidding. But now this wheel has turned, and now they are the ones, now you're the one that has the advantage because of the work you've done, not just because of the social conditions that have changed in your favor, okay? But because of the work you did. You faced the world despite your fears. They watched you leave. Okay. This person's perception of the world, even in the future, is small. They are a young high priestess energy. Like I said at the beginning of I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the reading, but I felt like you were dealing with some sort of a witch, like a bad witch, like a brujo. I think I said brujo. Yes, a brujo. They were a young high priestess in the making, but they still are. Because whatever karmic wheel was set into motion that they had an advantage over, they didn't have to really grow. They didn't have to really grow. And so their view of the world, their view of themselves stayed small, will stay small, will remain small. You know, when you get to a certain age and you lose the neural plasticity, that sucks. Maybe that's what's going on here. Or it's just an immature energy that's been taken into their senior years. Something. I feel like I said, this person's older than you, possibly. Maybe for others, maybe they're not. But now they have the weak will because they didn't have to develop it. They didn't have to. Social conditions and this karmic wheel that you were both on, but they had the advantage of, they didn't have to develop this. They could just let whatever carry them. Their own sense of entitlement, their own sense of privilege, entitlement, whatever it is, whatever social conditions were carrying them. And now they are not in a good place. I feel like this person is cruel, very manipulative, like a brujo. But this brujo is now matured. See, their mature relationship to the world stays small. Because if they had to grow this energy would have had to diminish. And this was their only source of power. This has been. So this is why it will be matured in the future. This person just got worse. They just got worse. Because they never really did any work on themselves because they didn't really have to. How heartbreaking. Oh, I'm just hearing, and they are crushed under the weight of your contract with you. They are crushed under the weight of the illumination. Like I said, karma's getting dished out. The Ten of Swords, they are crushed under the weight of the illumination because of you. You're not the one crushing them, but because of who you have become. Because of who you have become. Oh, here we go. The Sun in reverse. They are crushed under the weight of your contract. Not in alignment with them. They're under the 10 of Swords now. And they don't have the wherewithal to get out of this because they didn't have to develop it. I am so glad that I was not raised in social conditions that favored my ignorance. You know, Jane Elliott talks about this, and she says, like, racist people, I'm going to say, how does she say this? People of privilege have 3 freedoms in life. The freedom to be ignorant. The first freedom that people of privilege have, people of, let's say, I don't even want to, let's say, okay, let's say narcissist, because racism is collective narcissism, okay? A narcissist, the 3 freedoms a narcissist has is the freedom to be ignorant. The second freedom a narcissist has is the freedom to deny it. And the third freedom a narcissist has is the freedom to deny any responsibility for any impact that they have on your life, because that's how you interpreted it. Like I said earlier in the reading, they would turn it around on you like that's how you interpreted it. And that's what I mean. I'm glad I was not raised. Be glad yourself that you were not raised in social conditions that allowed and encouraged your ignorance into your old age. Be glad. Be glad. Because this person's not in a good place. 10 of Swords in reverse. Not in a good place. Very angry. While you are a master. And this person has no more power over you. In fact, I feel like they've lost power themselves. Okay. Isis, Creator, what does Isis have to say about any of this? What does Isis have to say? Oh, I was not expecting this reading. Okay, before I do Isis, Creator's asking me to read the message I had before I started this reading. Okay, so you were under a spell that affected your life and you came out of the spell. The message that came to me today that was a foreshadowing of this reading. The only way a spell, and this is exactly word for word, it's even in quotations. It's even in quotations. The only way the whole thing, not just the word spell, but the whole thing is in quotations. The only way a spell can take control of your mind is if you don't have control of your mind. That's why I say black magic is mind over matter, baby. It's mind over matter. And you, this contract with yourself, overcame black magic, somebody's black magic. God help anybody who tries to put black magic on you because you know yourself. You know the subtle vibrations. You know the subtle vibrations. The gossamer threads of the great web through which we are all connected. And when someone strums that web in a manipulative or whatever way, you know it. You know it. You feel it. You know it. Okay. That was the message. Okay, Creator, what does Isis have to say about this? What is your final word from Isis? I was going to do 2 readings tonight, but no, this is enough. This is the first time I've had an actual hinge in a reading. It's like a book, like 2 layers, almost like a staircase. Almost, I don't know, but there was a hinge. There was 2 readings, 2 timelines here. It's the first time I've ever had a hinge in a reading. That's interesting. Very interesting. Tarot is so mysterious. It just comes in whatever forms that it wants to, you know, in whatever ways that it wants to. Wings of Isis, uniting with the angelic self, uniting with the angelic self. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful card. Wings of Isis. Oh my gosh. Oops, that's the very last one. Yep, it is. It's the very last one. Uniting with the angelic self. Wings of Isis. You have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle brings you angelic assistance and intervention and confirmation that any impressions you may have had that you belong not only to the human kingdom but also to the angelic one are correct. I want to read that again. This oracle brings you angelic assistance and intervention and confirmation that any impressions you may have had that you belong not only to the human kingdom but also to the angelic one are correct. Yes, yes, yes. Uniting with the angelic self. This is not going to resonate with everybody. I'll tell you that right now. This is whoever you are. And okay, a door is closing behind you. A door is closing behind you with this hinge. Maybe the hinge is like a door closing. That's what this is. It's like a door closing. This door once stood open between you and this person, and now this door is closed, and now karma has been released, will be released. Okay, that's the message. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. If you resonated with this reading, perhaps you will like this reading.